Hello everyone, Mike from DynamicPoint. Today we're going to be talking about the billable expense process. It's specific to our expense management application. First of all, let's review the process from a high level, and then we'll go ahead and look at the functionality within the application. First of all, we're going to have an employee enter an expense report, and on that expense report, they're going to mark some of the items as billable back to a customer. Then of course, they're going to submit that report for an approval, and it's going to go through workflow process within SharePoint. And then upon integration, depending on the configuration, it's either going to create a sales invoice in Dynamics GP or NAV, or if you're using the project accounting or job module, it'll create a transaction within those modules that could then be billed back to the customer. Here I've started a normal expense report for a customer implementation, and we're going to want to go ahead and add another line item to this. And we're going to go ahead and put this to our payee. We'll say Dell Computers. And maybe we're going to do equipment rental. Go ahead and select an expense type. Now you can see we have a couple of fields here denoting the customer and the project. These are obviously configurable, and they could either be set up in SharePoint as far as the list of customers, or we could actually query Dynamics for them. I'm going to go ahead and select the Advanced Paper Company, and that's going to come up with all of the projects that are associated to this customer. Again, this is not required. There's no need to have a project if you just want all the time to go against the customer in a lump sum fashion. But we'll go ahead and pick server install, and then we'll go ahead and populate the expense amount, and then save that to our report. After we save it to the report, of course, we could add additional items that can be billable to customer, or maybe some are not billable to customer and just reimbursable to the employee. And after we're complete, we're going to do the normal process of saving it and then submitting it, which of course invokes the workflow process. At the end, after this is finally approved, it's going to create the transaction in either Dynamics NAV or GP. For the sake of today, I've integrated it to create the sales transaction, so we're not integrating with project accounting. So it would create a sales transaction for the customer that's defined. So again, for Advanced Paper Company, and here we have our one item going to install for $150. If we want to look at that same transaction for Dynamics NAV, you can see we have a similar transaction here, but obviously this is NAV showing the line item, again, going to the same customer, Advanced Paper Company, for $150. So really that is the overview of the process, and that's it for today.